Morning, YouTube. Guess who's back? Back again. It's me. It's Matt Wolfshoulder. So, firstly, my sincere apologies that I have not been present in your lives. I know that you are all crying out for the presence of somebody like me, and I haven't been there. So, yeah, just been manic, just been mental, just been obviously stag do and trying to recover from what was like. Ooh, you saw the video. I mean, you saw the bits I could show you. That was fun. So, finally, I have compiled and completed my favourite time lapses. Firstly, I've got to say thank you so much. Like, the entrants were phenomenal. They blew my mind. I'm so happy. They were brilliant. Well done. Like, each and every one of you, every single one I received. Some of them I don't think quite fit within the rules of a time lapse. Someone sent me just a sped up version of a sped up vlog of mine. They literally ripped my vlog, filmed a screen with my vlog on it and just sped it up. Great, like, cool, but I mean, that's inventive, and that's what I really treasure here. So I'm going to do a countdown. This episode's going to be the top 20, and then I'm going to put out another episode with every single one in, and you can just all have a look at it, set to music. Probably, I don't even know if I'll be in that one, but this one is the top 20. But first of all, genuinely thank you so much for sending them all in. If you haven't made it into the top 20, don't feel bad. Some of the entries were like phenomenal. Some of them, I genuinely didn't even believe they were from people that had sent it. I thought I was like, this must be a professional time lapser. And I've looked into it, and from what I can gauge, everything's legit, and that's just me being cynical. Some of them were of such high quality. I've tried to judge them not only on like the technical prowess of the time lapsing, but also just on the idea, because I know that some of you are like, an 8-year-old with an iPhone. So I wanted to give everybody an equal chance to. So I haven't just gone like, that's the clear winner just because it's like something you could see in the cinema, because that's probably done by someone who's got like the nicest kit. Really, I want to see originality, which is why when you see the rest of the entrants in the next video, you'll see there's quite a lot of cloud stuff in there. I have put a few cloud time lapses into the winning 20, but I've also tried to avoid just doing, because clouds, like, it's not easy to capture like perfect cloud time lapse, but it's a lot easier than a lot of stuff because they're just constantly moving and they look amazing. They're free-forming, they're abstract. You don't have to do a lot really. You just set it up, put the settings on, boom. So let's just get underway. Somebody's gonna win. Smells like Edelkrone. Somebody's gonna win this baby. It's gonna be exciting for whoever does. I hope that whoever does is based in this country, so I don't have to fork out a load of money on postage and packaging to send it to wherever. I actually don't know where the winning one is from yet, but I have decided on a winning one. So we're gonna do the top 20. We're going to do 20 to 5, okay? So you're going to see and then I'm going to stop and I'm going to be like, here's the top 5 in the right order. So the top, this 20 to 5, they are in no particular order. They're just the ones I loved. Let's have a look at them now. These ones aren't in order. The top 5 are in order. So this I love because it's got a few things going on. Who's this by? Tim? Whatever your name is, this is a beautiful time lapse. I really like it. I like the way you see the clouds forming on the mountains and you see the mountains rolling. I like the framing of it. The composition is really nice. The verticals are vertical. You're obeying the rule of thirds there. It's lovely. Well done. Now let's take a look at number 2. So this is from Matthew French, who's Main Gamer. This I wanted to put in because you could do this with an iPhone. It probably was done with an iPhone or any kind of phone, an Android phone, whatever. And it looks really nice. I think it's original. No one else really did. There were a couple of other ones relatively similar, but most people did clouds. And actually, I thought this is really cool. It's just ice melting. It's entropy occurring, and I thought it looked really good. By the way, a little tip if you want to make all the time lapses I got sent in my opinion, weren't fast enough. I would just stick them on a timeline, retime them, make them faster. It has more impact, especially when things like clouds are forming. If I put all these back to their original timings, it comes out at an hour and a half of time lapses I've had to wade through. And honestly, I've sped all of them up just to make them work for this vlog and so that I can get through them quicker. Amazing entries. I would have sped them up. But yes, good work, Matthew. On to 1080p2. This is one of those ones that I haven't yet found the label for, but I really like because it's got those creamy vanilla skies in it. Fantastic. That's 2 time lapses in one. I've let them get away with that. They're lovely. Just vanilla skies, those peachy. You know, again, that could have been shot on. I don't know what that's been shot on, but it doesn't need to have been something. It doesn't need to have been a 5D. Dogs, please be quiet. It looks great. So on to the next one. This is Sebastian Porrell. This is just stunning. It's just got that lovely silhouette and the sun going down. Beautiful. Another one of, you know, just clouds looking fantastic. Timelapse 9. Who did Timelapse 9? I still haven't worked out who that's from. But whoever did it, I got to tell you, these clouds, you picked good clouds, because not only have you got the clouds forming, you've got the clouds forming shadows on the clouds. They look like beautiful feathers. Loved this. Really nice. Well done. Simple. Worked very effectively. Hamish Morrison. This was amazing. Just seeing the sun disappear down there. The sun's great. If you can capture the sun right and you get it at sunset and you get it right, it looks like a fiery basketball being thrown into the hoop of the sea. I'm quite a poet, really, aren't I? Well done, Hamish. This is from Josh Gupta. This is his pizza trip time lapse, which I was like, not many people did traveling time lapses. I've probably got like 5 of them. Stuck it on his car, got stuck in, really liked it. Just works really well, sped up. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Josh because he put in a lot of effort. He sent me like 3 different time lapses, and one of them was him revising all night, which props to you, bro. I really liked that video. It was very, very cool. You used about 10 different shots in it, which kind of wasn't really the aim was to use one shot, but nonetheless, I thought it was original. You told a little story and it was funny. Good work. I hope I got your name right. Martin Svindal. This is, I mean, just watch this. You see, you've got so much going on in here, whether it's on purpose or not. You've got the shadows of these chairs and this balustrade. You've got the sea slowly ebbing. You've got the sun moving over the sea. You've got the clouds obviously forming. Looks chaotic. I think it just looks fantastic. You've got the colour changing because it goes from morning to day. Well done, Martin. A brilliant time lapse. Good work. Multi-Turpin. You made it into my top 20, buddy, and here's why. That's what we call the holy grail of time lapses, because it goes from day into night and it still works at night. It's fantastic. I love it. You also have some movement in there, which I don't know if you use the old trick. This is great. If you have a GoPro or a small camera, buy an egg timer, stick it on the egg timer, like with whatever, a suction mount or some blue tack, I don't care. Set the egg timer and just press record or press or hit an interval, you know, like one shot every 3 seconds or whatever, and it'll slowly tick round. And actually you can get a really similar effect as this. That might have been on an egg timer, I don't know. You need one of those ones that manually rotates, but that's great. I really like that. Well done, Multi-Turpin. If that is your name, Multi, is that a name? I don't know. Price Reese, or Reese Price. I love this because I think, again, it's simple and it's got people in it and movement. I think the way you could have added to this potentially is to put a bit of tilt shift on there. I think that would have looked awesome, but I really like it. I think it's cool. It's got something in the foreground for your eyes to focus on, this like weird little rock sculpture, and it screeches of like British tragedy, just a kind of beach that, you know, that is not a Californian beach. Let's face facts. I love it. Moving on. Well done, Price Reese, or Reese Price. Congratulations. DJ Supanatur. I hope I've got Supernature. I mean, I'm sorry. This is Duke, I think. I think this guy's called Duke. Here's this one, really nice. Just got the right interval, really high detail, really lovely contrast, lovely colouring, just all those lights passing by. But this one is, you know, the camera's static, maybe a little pan in there would have looked really cool. But yeah, I mean, that's beautiful, isn't it? That is beautiful. So up next is George Smythe Atkin with this little number. 2 little numbers. Oh, I've cheekily let you get away with 2 in there. I just think they're beautiful, aren't they? That's lovely. Those cirrus clouds, and then just you captured the colour really well there. Again, you could have done that on, I don't know what phone you've done that on, but it looks fantastic. So well done, George. That was great. What are we on to next? Axel. Axel Nye. Just great. Love it. What I really like about that is actually it's a fairly simple time lapse. And it's not even super high res, it's a bit blocky. Would have been nice to see in 1080, but actually just the slow creep in looks fantastic. And apologies if I got your name wrong or if I've labeled them wrong, but this, you know, that's fantastic. I love the way that it changes contrast, it gets darker. Yeah. So Sean Catterall or Catherall, I think it's Catterall. Hi Sean, you're older than me, aren't you? Because you've mentioned in the comments before, I'm so happy that there's someone watching me that's actually older than me. Good work, buddy. You're holding it together well. I loved this because, again, you could have shot it on something really simple, a tiny little point and click camera, and it's got heart to it. It's got humour. Let's have a look. What I love about this is that it's family time and that clearly they're going camping, and it's just lovely. It's gentle. By the way, I've removed all of your music because that was not what this competition was about. I've taken all the music off everything because I wanted to judge it based on what was the best time lapse. So, yeah, love that. Well done, Sean. Really nice. Just good idea. Something interesting. This next one, James Billingsley, who I believe is also from Stratford-upon-Avon. I believe we've even met, but it was a while ago. James, I loved this entry. Let's take a look at it. Excellent. It's from a really interesting angle, top down, bird's eye view, and there's a lot of symmetry in the shot. And, you know, again, you could have shot that on anything. Doesn't need to be like a 5D or a whatever super duper camera. It's really cool, it's really technical, it appeals to the nerd in me, and it's interesting. Well done. It's really cool. I just think sometimes, I heard a really good thing once from a camera operator, which was an amazing shot might only be one step away. And what that means is you can make the shot that you're currently getting a lot better sometimes just by moving one step to the side or bringing the camera up or down. Always just have a little fiddle and go, actually that's more pleasing to the eye, there's more symmetry, there's more the rule of thirds, there's more vanishing points, whatever. That is symmetrical, and top down is just a really interesting way to shoot things. I'm not saying you should do loads of it, by that it would get a bit annoying after a while, but it's really cool. Good work, James. So now we move in to the top 5. This is the top 5. And this is honorays. I should have got you to put your bloody names in there. It's my own fault. Honoras. I don't know what your name is. I loved this time lapse. It blew my mind. Here's why. Just amazing. The sun looks like a little basketball going into the sea. Just looks fantastic. Well done. You're at number 5. Mark Cotterill coming up next at number 4. Just glorious, sumptuous, beautiful imagery. I think it has those weird flashes to white in there because it's sent to me in 24p rather than 25p. I'm working on PAL because I'm in Europe, so well done. Look at that sky. I love the way you reverse the clouds in there. I do that sometimes. Casey Neistat does it a lot. Great work. Up next is Axel Nye, this second entry into the top 20, and this one comes in at number 3. It's the most cinematic thing I got sent. I love it. It looks beautiful. The bars. Let's have a look. What can I say, Axel? You nailed it, buddy. That's beautiful. Yeah, just the slow creep in really makes a lot of difference. I'm guessing you shot that on like a 5D or a whatever in raw mode, because you've got a lot of dynamic range in these clouds. You know, on any other camera these would be burning out to hell. Or I mean, I'm guessing it's a decent high-end SLR. You know, that looks like HDR photography. It's beautiful and it looks really cinematic. The leaves in the foreground, you've built this kind of frame around the image here, drawing the eye, giving us a focal point into the center of the image to follow those clouds. And look at that sun as it goes down. You've got those lovely starburst. Yeah, good work, Axel. I love it. Are you still in Guns N' Roses? 90s joke, lol. So coming up next at number 2, this is Tobias Bodamer. Beautiful, well done. That looks sensational. Super happy with that. Not many people did star lapses or nighttime sky stuff, and it works really, really well. I just think it's beautiful. The way the color changes from that kind of like light day blue, or like somewhere near it, evening blue, into that kind of golden red pink with the stars and that kind of yellowy. It's great. Just peachy. It's peachy. Good work, Tobias. You owned it. And now on to number 1, the person who wins the Edelkrone slider. Are you ready for this? Because this, I mean, for me, was the clear winner, because it was original, it had movement in it, and it definitely is a kind of time lapse. So, the winner of the Edelkrone slider, drum roll, Fabian Ovidiu. Fabian, you win the Edelkrone slider. And here is Fabian's number 1 entrance. Fabian, you nailed that, buddy. I mean, if anyone had looked into it, a hyperlapse is a type of time lapse. It just involves you moving the camera as well as expecting other movements to happen, and they take a long time to get right. And they are technical, but they're not like the hardest thing in the world. But this, you just nailed it. I love it. It's a really beautiful sequence. My favorite, I mean, based on just this one shot alone, I would call this the horror shot. Ooh. Lovely. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, Fabian. You are truly the victor. You win the Edelkrone slider. So you need to get in touch with me, Fabian. Email me on wolfshoulder@gmail.com. I'll get it sent out to you as soon as possible. Good work. Congratulations to everyone else who sent in entries. Thank you so much. It was brilliant. I was overwhelmed. We had over 100 entries in the end. And you all did a fantastic job. There was so much original stuff in there. Just this one for me, pipped it to the post, was for me personally. And remember, it's all very subjective. There is no right and wrong. This was the one that blew my mind. You all did amazing. Thanks to people for kicking me up the arse to get this done as well, by the way. Thanks to all the people that were just like, when are you gonna decide the winner? I was like, I'm busy, bro, leave me alone. And then, I got hassled so often that finally, here we are. Fabian is the winner. Congratulations, Fabian. That's all for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for being amazing. Let's do another one sometimes. Great. I'll catch you next time. Oh, and by the way, I'm back. I'm not going to be doing daily, but I'm going to be doing regularly. So please keep watching. Thanks so much, guys. If you haven't already, click subscribe. Oh, I hate saying that. It makes me feel like a salesman. Right, I'll catch you guys on the flip-flop. Peace.